Everyone, let's solve a problem in the topic pressure line or thrust line. Okay, a pre-stressed concrete bridge deck comprises an unsymmetrical I-section beam spanning over 20 meters. So, the length of the beam is 20 meters. The cross section of the beam is unsymmetrical I-section. So, unsymmetrical I-section B. The cross section of the beam is pre-stressed by 7 Fresnel cables. So total number of cables are 7, and each cable carrying an effective force 600 kilonewton, and it is located at 200 mm from the soffit of the beam. Now, if the total maximum bending moment at the center of the girder is 3600 kilonewton meter, so the moment is 3600 kilonewton meter. Now we need to calculate the resultant forces developed at the section using internal resisting couple method. So remember this method, internal resisting couple method. So the resultant stresses are F top and F bottom. So the formulas are P by A plus PE dash divided by Z bottom. This one is PE dash divided by Z top. So P by A is the direct stress and PE dash Z is the bending stress. These stresses due to pre-stressing forces. So P is the pre-stressing force, A is the cross-section area of the unsymmetrical I-section, and Z top and Z bottom are the section modulus of the section at top and bottom. So E dash is the shifted pressure line distance. So this can be calculated with formula A minus P, A minus E. So A is the lever arm, E is the eccentricity. So lever arm we can calculate by using formula M by P, moment divided by pre-stressing force. From that we can calculate A. So first let's calculate the sectional properties. So sectional properties are area A. So area A is equal to, first we need to know the sectional cross sectional details. So top fiber length is 1200 and bottom flange width is 500. Bottom flange thickness is 400 mm and top flange thickness is 200 mm and the thickness of the web is 200 mm. The total depth is 1500 mm. Now we need to calculate the area. So area A is equal to 1200 into 200 first rectangle, and web 900 into 200, and bottom flange 400 into 500. The total area A is equal to 62 into 10 power 4 mm power square. Now we need to calculate the centroidal distances y bottom and y top. So formulas are yt is equal to a1 y1 plus a2 y2 plus a3 y3 by a1 plus a2 plus a3. So a1 plus a2 y2 plus a3 y3 divided by a1 plus a2 plus a3. We are calculating centroidal distance from the top. So area of the first rectangle 1200 into 200 into 100 plus 900 into 200 is the web area into 650 into 500 into 400 into 1400. So y1 y2 y3 are the distances between reference axis to individual centroids. Then total area is 62 into 10 power 4. So yt is equal to 646 mm. So similarly y bottom is equal to, so 1500 minus 646. So this answer is let's calculate. $854 now we need to calculate moment of inertia for given section. So moment of inertia is equal to BD cube divided by 12 plus AH square. So B is the width, D is the depth, A is the area, H is the distance between individual centroid to centroidal axis. So total 3 elements, right? 1, 2, 3. So first top flange 1200 into 200 cube divided by 12 plus area 1200 into 200 into H square. H means from the individual centroid to centroidal distance. This distance is 546 and individual centroidal distance of second element to centroidal axis is 4 and for the third element is 654. Now let's substitute all these values in our formula. So 546 square divided plus for the second element means web 200 into 900 cube divided by 12 plus area 200 into 900 into 4 square plus 500 into 400 cube divided by 12 plus 500 into 400 into 654 square. So by combining all these values we will get moment of inertia 1727 into 10 power 8 mm power 4. Now we need to calculate pre-stressing force P. So total 7 cables are there. In each cable 660 kilonewtons are carrying. So 7 into 660 gives total pre-stressing force of the tendon. So 4620 kilonewton is the pre-stressing force. Eccentricity is 654 mm and the moment is 3600 kilonewton meter. Eccentricity means the distance between neutral axis to our pre-stressing member. So this distance is 200. So y bottom distance is 854. So 854 minus 200, 654. 654. This is the eccentricity. Now we need to calculate lever arm. A is equal to m by p. So lever arm A is equal to m by p. M is the bending moment and p is the pre-stressing force. 3600 kilonewton meter is the moment and pre-stressing force 4620 kilonewton. The total answer is 779 mm is the lever arm distance. Now we need to calculate the shifted pressure line. So shifted pressure line distance E dash is equal to A minus A. A is the 779 minus E is the eccentricity 654, that is equal to 125 mm. Now we need to calculate the resultant stresses. So in the resultant stresses as per the internal coupled resistance method, F bottom is equal to P by A plus PE dash divided by Z bottom, and F top is equal to P by A minus PE dash by Z top. So we have all these values. Let's substitute all these values now. So P is the pre-stressing force, 4620 into 10 cube divided by area 62 into 10 power 4 plus pre-stressing force 4620 into 10 cube into 125 divided by 2.67 into 10 power 8, and this one 4620 into 10 cube 62 into 10 power 4 minus 4620 into 10 cube into 125 divided by 2.02 into 10 power 8. After calculating this, we got the values of 9.61 at the top and 4.60 at the bottom. Sorry, this is bottom, this is at top. So the values are 9.61 Newton per mm square, and this value is 4.60 Newton per mm square. So let's draw the resultant stress diagram. So at the top 9.61 Newton per mm square, and at the bottom 4.60 Newton per mm square. This is the stress distribution diagram. So at the top of the beam we have the stress 9.61, it is the positive magnitude, and at the bottom 4.60, it is the positive magnitude. So both faces are in compression. That's all. Thank you for listening.